last week. Still trying to end that losing streak, but what are you seeing? Are you seeing that fire from your squad? Are you seeing, obviously not the results you want, but what are you seeing from your squad right now?
Well, they definitely are still fired up, and they're still working really hard, and you know, they want to get, they see the progress, we see the progress that we are making. We're getting more and more competitive, but like you said, we're just not getting the wins. I think Saturday night's match against Stanislaus probably was one of the more disappointing matches of our season, because we actually were doing everything we said we were going to do, and then it came down to the end and we were unable to finish, especially in our first set. We had a significant lead in our first set against Stanislaus, and then just got nervous and we weren't able to complete the game, but we ended up losing first set. And you know, winning that first one can really change things one way or another. It can be a momentum swing, and so we were really disappointed to lose that first set and then end up going on to lose the match. But with all of that, with all the losing that's been going on, we are making progress, and that's what we just keep focusing on as a team, you know, and just talking about, we'll focus, whenever we're able to, whatever we're concentrating on, the girls make improvements. We do better. It's just a matter of putting it all together, and we've talked about that. We haven't been able to struggle to put together an entire, complete, consistently well-played match.
How are you keeping the gals focused? I mean, obviously you want to end this losing streak. It has to be in the mind. I mean, obviously they haven't been able to, you know, celebrate after a win, but how do you keep them focused so they're not thinking, say, the past, but kind of the present?
We really just concentrate on the things that went well after matches. We're trying not to, you know, focus too much on the mistakes, and then we kind of wait and get into that more practice time, because the morale is sinking a little bit. You know, it was a pretty sorrow mood in the locker room Saturday night, because the girls recognized that we put ourselves in situations where we could have won at least a set or two, and we weren't able to finish that. So it was a pretty low mood when we got in there Saturday night. And but you know, I've been really impressed with the resiliency of these young girls, and maybe it's because they're so young, that they are remaining positive. We had an optional practice yesterday. I had 12 out of 18 in an optional. You know, we're just going to work on something for 40 minutes, a few things that we wanted to talk about, work on in the gym. And I had 12 players show up, you know, and so they are refusing to give up. It hasn't actually been that big of a challenge. I mean, I'm working at it too, and I'm doing everything I can to keep their energy and high and their focus in a positive way. But they're just they're determined. And they are, I think they've bought in, and they understand, they see where we're making progress, they see where we need to improve, and they're ready to work on it. And so I'm pretty proud of the way that they've kept themselves together throughout this rough patch.
You guys home this?
No, we're on the road. We're on the road 3 out of the next 4 weeks.
So it's just the normal season.
It's a normal season, yeah. We have 2 more weekends at home, but we've got 3 out of the 4. Next weekends we're on the road. Starting this weekend, we're at San Francisco and East Bay.
We'll talk about first opponent, San Francisco. What have you seen on video?
They're a much improved San Francisco team from last season. They have a newer coach, and he's working really, really hard. He got some good freshmen in. He got some good players even from last year. And they're athletic. They're tall. They're athletic. They run a fast tempo, and but they have areas where we can exploit as well, which I was, once again, going to last weekend, we did a good job of exploiting the weakness. It was just a matter of finishing. You know, that was where we went wrong. But yeah, San Francisco is a team that's on the rise. They're getting better and better.
A lot of new members on this Jacks team for volleyball. You guys are having to play a lot of back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
Does that factor in any way? You know, I haven't looked at everybody's schedule. Sometimes they'll play the Thursday, Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
but especially on the road and having that proper recovery time, preparation. I mean, not for excuse, but how difficult, you know, is that for those back-to-backs?
We're used to it. It doesn't even come into my mind. Oh, we're playing back-to-back. We played it back-to-back every time we're on the road. We can't be gone for another day. We're already gone enough, you know. So if we have a day in between, it's just going to extend the road trip. But volleyball is a sport you can play back-to-back. The only issue is with, you know, preparation time, as far as you know, watching film and preparing for the next opponent. You don't want to skip ahead early in the week thinking about someone you're playing, you know, 2 matches out. But anyway, the back-to-back matches don't bother us one bit.
All right. There you go.
All right.